Are you preparing for Praxis ParaPathways Reading and Writing Test Code 5758 reading exam? If so, I have a video that you'll want to stick around and watch. Hi, my name is Tom, a test prep expert here at Study.com and a certified teacher. I will walk you through some of the problems you will see on the test. Not only will it help you prepare for the test, but also give you best practices for when you are working in the classroom. Don't forget to pause the video and try these questions on your own. Okay, are you ready? Let's get started. A paragraph describes a woman frowning as she closes her phone, muttering, "Not again," and rushing out the door without finishing her coffee. What can be most reasonably inferred? A. She received good news that prompted her to celebrate. B. She was annoyed by a recurring issue that required urgent attention. C. She forgot to pay her utility bill. Or D. She was trying to enjoy a peaceful morning. All right, so let's eliminate some possibilities here. Let's eliminate A. She received good news that prompted her to celebrate. There's nothing in the text that infers that she was in any mood to celebrate, so I'm going to eliminate choice A. I'm going to eliminate choice C. She forgot to pay her utility bill. That could be a possibility, but we would need more information within the text to infer that. I'm going to eliminate choice D. She was trying to enjoy a peaceful morning. There's nothing in the text that infers that she was having a peaceful morning. She could have been having a chaotic morning. We don't know that from the text, so I'm going to eliminate that. And the correct answer is B. She was annoyed by a recurring issue that required urgent attention. So in the text, we see muttering, "Not again," which infers that there was a recurring issue that required urgent attention. So the correct answer is B. An article describes the impact of plastic pollution, explains how it accumulates in oceans, and ends by recommending policy changes. Which best describes the text structure? Is it A, problem and solution, B, sequential narrative, C, cause and effect, or D, chronological biography? All right, so let's eliminate some possibilities here. So when we think of a sequential narrative, we're thinking of a story and of the events happening in order in the story. In this case here, that doesn't fit this text exactly, so I'm going to eliminate choice B. Same thing with choice D. Chronological biography would be a life story of, let's say, a person put in order of when the events occurred, so I'm going to eliminate choice D. There is an element of cause and effect here. I'm going to eliminate choice C because it's not the best answer because it's more broader than just a cause and effect relationship. And so the correct answer here is A, there is a problem and solution. So the problem is the plastic pollution, and it ends by recommending policy changes. So the correct answer is A. A teacher assigns a short article about community gardens and asks students to prepare for a group discussion. Which of the following student actions best supports effective participation in the discussion? Is it A, highlighting unfamiliar words and skipping over them during reading? Is it B, reading only the first and last paragraphs to save time? Is it C, annotating key arguments and preparing open-ended questions for peers? Is it D, memorizing exact sentences from the article to recite during discussion? Okay, so let's eliminate some choices here. So I'm going to eliminate choice D because that is just memorizing, which is not going to be an effective participation technique when we're discussing the text. So that's just rote learning there. So I'm going to eliminate choice D. I'm going to eliminate choice B, reading only the first and last paragraphs to save time, because we're going to miss a lot of context within the text in between the first and last paragraph. So I'm going to eliminate that. I'm going to eliminate A, highlighting unfamiliar words and skipping over them during reading. That is really just not going to facilitate vocabulary and not a good discussion about the text itself. So the correct choice here would be C, annotating key arguments and preparing open-ended questions for peers. So what you're doing is you're making annotations and you are going to have some questions ready for the discussion. So the correct answer is C. A passage outlines multiple roles of urban tree canopies, including their ability to mitigate the urban heat island effect, filter airborne pollutants, reduce surface runoff during storms, and contribute to psychological well-being in densely populated environments. Which of the following statements best conveys the central idea of the passage? A, while urban trees can reduce stormwater runoff, their primary value lies in aesthetic improvement. B, urban tree canopies offer an integrated solution to a range of environmental and public health challenges. C. The expansion of tree coverage in cities is often hindered by infrastructure limitations and limited funding. D. Urban trees indirectly influence real estate values by improving the look and feel of city neighborhoods. All right, so let's eliminate some possibilities here. So I'm going to eliminate choice A. While urban trees can reduce stormwater runoff, their primary value lies in aesthetic improvement. This minimizes the full range of benefits and wrongly elevates a secondary effect. I'm going to eliminate choice C. The expansion of tree coverage in cities is often hindered by infrastructure limitations and limited funding. What this does is it introduces barriers not mentioned in the described passage. So I'm going to eliminate that. I'm going to eliminate choice D. Urban trees indirectly influence real estate values by improving the look and feel of city neighborhoods. This focuses on economic implications not supported by the core details of the text. So I'm going to eliminate that. And the correct answer here is choice B. Urban tree canopies offer an integrated solution to a range of environmental and public health challenges. This option accurately synthesizes the multiple functions of urban trees: temperature regulation, pollution control, water management, and mental health benefits into a unified central idea. Okay, how'd you do? Hopefully by watching this video you have gained some knowledge on the types of questions you will see on the Praxis ParaPathways Reading and Writing Code 5758 reading exam. For more practice, check out our Praxis ParaPathways Reading and Writing 5758 playlist. For even more detailed practice, strategies, and customizable study materials, head over to study.com and check out our Praxis Test Prep course. Those who use study.com boast a 92% pass rate. Our courses include full-length exams, hundreds of authentic practice questions, and short, targeted video lessons specifically developed based on the latest test updates. With our resources, you'll know exactly what to expect on test day. Like this video and subscribe to this channel to get all the latest Praxis test updates, and please leave your questions and success stories in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Happy studying.